Hi and welcome back. I'm here today with our client Linda Smith. I'm so glad you're here with us today. And Linda's been here for, you said it's about 18 months
About 18
now.
months, yes.
Yeah. And we've had a number of conversations where you've shared that you've come out of some chronic back trouble. And I really, really appreciate our mutual friend Sharone Rothenberg referring you to the studio. Sharone was actually in my Passing the Torch program, and so I love the connection there. Beautiful. But you had shared that that so much that you're really grateful for the awareness that's waking up for you to be able to help yourself.
Yes.
Which is very unusual. As we get older, often we just think that's just how it is. We're not able to really help ourselves.
And not able to change something because that's the way you've been, and why would you think that it's going to be better at this time?
That's right. That's right. And so what are some of the things that you've noticed as far as...
Well, I've noticed that I do have the ability to make myself better, to make myself more fluid, and to recognize different parts of my body and how they work together that I didn't know before.
Beautiful. So I want you to notice that a word that you use, Linda, a word that Linda just used is fluid. It's not something that we often say as we're getting older. We don't think fluid, right?
That's right. No, we think static.
Exactly.
Yes, static in every regard.
Right. Not able to move really well. And one of the things that has been a deepening for you is something we're calling shoulder blade to deep belly. That feeling of how you can begin to sense the glide of your shoulder blades and your ribs melting down, and how the internal lift of the low belly supports the movement of your spine and your body like that.
Yes. And one of the difficulties here is perhaps not completely the doing it, but learning the language that you say and the language that I hear that are not the same.
This is so great. This is so great, because are you saying something, and is your client or is the person you're talking to actually understanding what you're meaning by what you're saying? So to continually deepen our awareness of, do you understand what I'm talking about? What do you get out of what I'm saying, rather than just assuming people are understanding?
That's exactly
what you're saying.
Because Pilates is a language unto itself.
Yes.
And so therefore we're assuming that each other are hearing and listening, and it's not true.
Yes, yeah. And often in Pilates, the term for the abdominal area is powerhouse, and usually that's coming from a tightening of the abdominals, which really doesn't allow a sense of effortlessness, which is what we're going for. So we're updating a way of thinking about the powerhouse from what we're calling a shoulder blade to deep belly support that allows a fluid relationship from foot to head, hand to foot, and we're going to explore that right now in the footwork. So Linda's going to lie down. And we're first of all going to begin, I'm having her just start parallel, because, and I want you to see, so Linda, just go ahead and begin to straighten your legs. As she's straightening her legs, what I noticed, because Linda's really working on being able to use her feet, are very sensitive, how to have her feet be more able to take the weight, not feel so super sensitive, be able to release into gravity. And what that's going to do is actually support your knees. Remember we talked about that? That feeling of how do you straighten your leg without gripping your knees so you get your whole foot. So one of the things that we're going to do is come back in. We rolled up a yoga mat, and I'm putting that right at her sitting bones. And remember you talked about how that feeling of having the yoga mat right at your sitting bones allows you to feel your hamstring connection through your feet.
Yes.
So as you go out, feel your feet, feel that sit bone to heel connection. How does that feeling of the back of the leg energizing, how does that talk to her knee's ability to create lift? So that with this under her hamstrings right there, what it does is it wakes up the grounding. Hamstrings, remember, are a tonic muscle. They work with the posture. They work with the diaphragm, which is a postural muscle. So the hamstring connection through to the ball of the foot, the tripod of the foot, wakes up the dome of the foot, which is the lift of the inner ankle, the lift of the inner thigh, the lift of the deep belly suspenders to the inner ear. And then bend your knees as you come in. Let your knees go up and let your sit bones relate to your heels. Very good. One more time. As you're going out, feel your feet. Very good. Do you see how you're more aware of your feet? And now your feet. Wasn't that interesting right there, Linda, where your head naturally adjusted? Her head got more oriented to her feet. That feeling of, you'll see, without me saying do something to your head, suddenly her head was more connected to her feet. And then come back in. Right, now go down on the ball of your feet. Going all the way down. And now I'm going to put a ball right between your heels. And just sensing that. It's not a big squeeze. It's just a feeling of sensing, which wakes up the domes and the lift all the way. The dome of the arch, the dome of the pelvic floor, the dome of the diaphragm, the dome of the thoracic inlet, chest, the dome of the palate. And go out. Inhale to extend out. As you lengthen from foot to head, exhale, bend your knees, and as you sit down, sit bone to heel. Good. And go out again. Feel your feet. I'm giving Linda just enough support to feel how her lower leg can reach to me and how the inner thigh can lift toward her inner ear and how that supports her knees. Isn't that an interesting feeling, Linda?
Yes.
It's beautiful. Yes, and now stay in. Of course, we do more. We're just going to show some feelings right now. Yeah, so bird on a perch. Now your heel is releasing down as you go out. As your heel releases down, beautiful. That's it. I'm giving her just a little bit of a pull in this direction. And then knees go up. And as your knees go up, that's okay. Let your heel drop down, 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 down. Very good. Yes. And as you go out, feel your heels. Heels are heavy. Good. So I'm giving her kind of the simulation of the ball right now by just how I'm using my hands. And letting her thigh bone drop deep into the socket and feeling connection from sit bone to heel. Very good. Last one. Feeling that support. And heels go down as the knees go up. Excellent. Yeah. Good. So now go to your heels. You're reaching through and just lightly hold the ball. So as you reach through your whole foot and extend out, that sense of extending. Yes, beautiful. You can see how Linda's always touching base between her feet and her head. That is supporting. She's really wanting to support some joint difficulty in her knees. And you can see how this is supporting your knees. How the way your hamstring is working gives lift. Right, this time go all the way out. Extend all the way out. Feel the reach through your feet and the lift through through your low belly. Beautiful. And come back in. Fabulous. Now go down, back down onto the ball of your foot. Yes. And now extend all the way out. Right? And from here, lower and lift. Go lift through your heels as you inhale. Exhale. Now I'm giving her that feeling we talked about earlier. How does the waterfall down the back, the shoulder blades down the back, how does that give lift through the inner belly? That feeling of down and up. Lift. Up with the release down. Beautiful. That's it. Inhale. Exhale. Last two. Yes. Good. And last one. Now right here, run in place. Just lower one heel and bend the other knee. That's it. Yes. Good. Lovely. That's it. And then bend your knees and come back in. Yeah. So what do you notice that you're building as we do this and build?
Knowledge of parts of your body working together, or I guess the word would be connection. And the word that we talked, it fluid is what we're talking about together, and not like one part without the other. All together.
Beautiful. Beautiful. What a gift.
What?
Thank you so much, Linda.
Okay, thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Yes. Thank you all so much. So look at how you're really creating connection. How are you communicating with the deep intelligence of your body or your client's body? That's really the gift. That's what we're talking about here today. All right. Thanks again. Bye. Thank you.
Okay.